Hello there guys, I'm Waters, and yep, we've got some Black Ops gameplay. It's fairly obvious why I haven't been uploading content that much recently, aside from a few clips. That's because Modern Warfare 2 is pretty much dead. And I finally have Black Ops after a huge long wait, and boy is it refreshing. I mean, all I really want to talk about is the game at the moment, and what should we talk about first? Tell you what, let's talk about the map I'm playing on. It's a map called Grid. Looks absolutely beautiful. And it's actually a really nicely structured map. I know you can compare a lot of maps to this one out of COD 4, but it slightly reminds me of a more built-up wet work, where there's no middle section though. There's no middle areas. So I say in the way the spawns work and in the way you push up, it's quite similar to wet work. But the graphics are beautiful. They really are. I compare them as you know, I'd say cross between World at War, sort of World at War COD 4 hybrid. And I really like the game's style at the moment. But no, the map's really good. I play a little bit of competitive as well. So, from a competitive point of view, for those who are interested, this map looks like it has some potential. I mean, there are a few routes for things like flag running if they include capture flag, and I haven't actually played Demolition on this map as of yet. But no, it looks like it's got some really nice spots, some really nice cover areas, and it looks like it's got a lot of potential. Next, I think I'd like to talk about the weapon I'm using. It's a FAMAS with a red dot, and I'm sure a lot of you will know that aside from Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops features the fully automatic FAMAS, which is more appropriate to the time period. But I'm using it with a red dot, and I don't think I've got a custom emblem on this one. No, I hadn't unlocked it yet. But a little bit later I put a custom emblem on. Oh, big fail there from the care package. But so yeah, and I think I switch halfway through to an Enfield with the red dot, which is a really nice gun. It kind of reminds me of a slightly underpowered ACR from Modern Warfare 2 in relation to the other guns in terms of how the accuracy compares and things along those lines. It's very similar. On all the guns, there's a lot more bounce than Modern Warfare 2. It's a lot more difficult to sort of pick people off. And with the exclusion of stopping power, it's almost like playing Call of Duty 4 without stopping power. So it's not like stopping power is already included, it's just all the weapons are, well, I mean, you know, to put it simply, they're pretty spongy. It's not difficult to drop people. In comparison with other games though, you have to put quite a few bullets into a guy to kill them. Did a nice little dive around the corner there, which is a really nice feature they added on. A lot of people were worried that it stopped their ability to drop shot, got the second one. But a lot of people were worried that it had stopped their ability to drop shot, and it'd hinder it. I pick up the double kill there. But it's really not a problem. I mean, unless you're full out sprinting in one direction, you can, you know, you can get down pretty quick. And I've only ever dived deliberately. I haven't done it by accident yet. So back to sort of what I think about the FAMAS. It handles really well. I guess the easiest thing I could compare it to, or the easiest thing I could compare any weapons in this game to, are ones of COD 4. It plays a little bit like the G36C. Yeah, here's where I switched to the Enfield. It has a lot of bounce. The FAMAS has a lot of bounce. It has a very high rate of fire, similar to that of the F2000 out of Modern Warfare 2. That's something I can compare it to on that game. But it makes up for it in damage. And I mean, all the guns, I think people will learn pretty quick. If you burst fire, you will drop people so much quicker than just holding down the trigger. So FAMAS is a really good all-round gun. I think it's probably my favourite at the moment. I think my second favourite is actually the Enfield. Now I'm not using it currently at the moment because I picked up some guy's HK21, but I think I switched back to it just around the corner here. And as I said, this gun plays a lot like the ACR. It has moderate damage, as you can see here. People are still going to take a couple of bullets to die and I get picked off. But So I think the Enfield is a really steady choice for anyone who who doesn't have that great a shot and needs a steady rain. And I decided to switch back to the FAMAS here because the Enfield really wasn't working it. But that's my 2 cents on a couple of the weapons in the game. In terms of balance, which is a big issue in Call of Duty, Treyarch have totally outdone themselves. I don't think I've ever played a more balanced online game at the moment. I was so worried for this game about things like grenade launchers. The RC car also brought up a couple of concerns. Claymores are a little bit overpowered, but you only get one of them, so I think it makes up for it. But to be honest, it's all really balanced. I think I've only been killed by a grenade launcher about 2 times overall, and I've played a good few games already. I think I'm like level 21 at the minute, and a lot of them have just been casual games. But so you guys really don't need to worry about grenade launch, especially with one-man army being emitted from the last game, and there's no perk to increase explosive damage. It's all really balanced, and all the guns have their pros and cons. I mean, the FAMAS is very bouncy due to its high rate of fire, but it, you know, really packs a punch close range, and you know, even long range if you're burst firing, the damage is enough to pick people off. And you know, the Enfield had pretty much the same perks as the ACR, but on a much larger scale. Has very little recoil, moderate power, so that gun's really good at picking people off. And with a lot of the SMGs, they're very bouncy, but close range, there's really nothing that can beat them. So, although that sounds unbalanced, what you need to focus on in this game is being able to put yourself in a position where you have the upper hand. And it's not as hard as it sounds, really. Just, you need to play smart in this game. I was playing more of a run and gun technique in this game, and it kind of worked. I mean, I didn't get the best KD possible, but I was really just trying to sort of get to grips with how I should be playing in the game. And run and gun can work because the guns have a decent amount of power, and especially with the FAMAS' rate of fire, it makes a great run and gun class. But I think all the weapons are really suited to what they should be suited to, if that makes sense. Like the SMGs are much better used close range, whereas in Modern Warfare 2 you can pick somebody off, you know, at sniper distance with a UMP. And you know, the assault rifles are better used mid to long range. You know, it does what it says on the packet, really. So no concerns with that, and I think the game actually ended. So it was a pretty grueling game, really. I think it was a good 8 minutes long. But I think I've given enough of my views on this game, and there'll be more to come in the next commentary. So thanks for watching, and sorry for the abrupt ending.